Balancing equation, we did the first 18 pages. You can use the screen annotation, chat, or mic to answer the questions. Uh, Write an equation for a reaction of a strontium with water. So strontium is there, a metal is reacting with water. What will be the product?
Metal hydroxide plus hydrogen.
So metal hydroxide plus hydrogen. And you have to write the equation. Strontium belongs to which group?
I think transition elements.
No. Check the periodic table. Because you have to write a formula equation. No. Strontium is a metal, it cannot be group 7. It is actually
Group 2.
Group 2.
Will have
What about the
valency.
condition? Yeah. What about the
Okay.
condition? Condition refers to some of the metals which are highly reactive. They can react with the cold water. Some of the metal can react with steam. Like they don't react with the cold water. So you just mention a high temperature. You can mention. So strontium is there. Strontium metal, because it's a metal, so we write as an atomic form, reacted with water, which is H2O. As a result, it will form strontium hydroxide. Strontium is a group 2 element. So strontium is +2 and hydroxide is valency -1. So strontium hydroxide will be SrOH2 plus hydrogen gas will be there, so H2. And you have to balance the equations, you just put 2. So this equation is balanced in terms of all. Natural gas is methane. Methane is a natural gas or a part of a natural gas, like major constituent of a natural gas. So you have to write a combustion for a methane. So methane is CH4 react, and it's a complete combustion. So give off carbon dioxide plus water. For balancing a combustion equation, you start with carbon followed by hydrogen, and at the last other element. So try to balance carbon first. Carbon is 1, it's balanced. Hydrogen 4, so you put 2. Hydrogen is also balanced. And oxygen are 2 here and 2, 4. So we want to make just 4 oxygen. So we put 2. So oxygen is also balanced. 1 mark is for the writing correct equation. 1 mark is for the balancing. It's a complete combustion. That's why it is giving off carbon dioxide. Fats are esters. Some fats are saturated and others are unsaturated. Write a word equation. This is a word equation. We don't need symbols. For preparation of ester polyethanoate, propyl ethanoate. So propyl, which alcohol I need? You can use any part of the screen. So we need propanol. We need propanol and ethanoic acid. So yeah, that's right. And it's an equation. Propanol plus ethanoic acid, the product will be propyl ethanoate plus water. And this reaction is a reversible reaction. So arrows must point in 2 ways. Like reactant forming a product can form back the reactant, as it's a reversible reaction. No, this is not a fat. Fats are ester, but this is not a fat. This is, they just given information that fats are esters. Fats are, when fatty acid mixed with a glycerol, it results in a formation of a fat, and fats are ester. But this is not a fat. This is another type of ester. Then, as you can see, this is the equation for the cracking. Octane is there. Octane is cracked and gives C4 like alkane and alkene, butane and butene.
So it will give alkene plus hydrogen.
So any combination you can write alkane with any combination. Like for example, if you write C2H6, which is, then the remaining will be C6 and H12 will be there. Yeah, any combination is acceptable, but the number should be same. Like because it was C8 and H18. As a result, it will produce, if I write C3, H8 will be there if I want to make alkane propane, and remaining C5, and then H10 will be there. You cannot write 4 and 10 is already given because the question is write a different equation. So this combination is already given, Rafik. So 4 to 4 combination is already given. That you cannot write. Other than this, you can write any combination.
Okay, I didn't see the one before.
So it can be 5, 3, it can be 3, 5, it can be 6, 2, 2, 6. Question 71. There are 3 methods of preparing a salt. We can prepare salt in different ways. We can use like titration can be used, like acid mixed with an alkali by using an indicator. We can use precipitation, like mixing the 2 salt solution to prepare insoluble salt. Or we can also add a base, a metal or a metal oxide or a metal hydroxide, metal oxide mainly added to the acid. For each of the following salts preparation, state the method. You have to state the
So
method.
it's method
Yeah.
C.
So the first method is, 3 methods are there. Use a burette indicator. So which method we will use if we want to prepare a zinc sulfate from insoluble base? So method C will be there. Because adding a base to an acid and remove excess by filtration, then what reagent, what other chemical, if you want to produce a sulfate salt, so it should be a sulfuric acid, and word equation zinc oxide plus sulfuric acid gives zinc sulfate plus water. The second one, insoluble, we want to prepare a soluble salt, potassium chloride from...
So it's method A and hydrochloric acid, because like hydrochloric acid and the sodium hydroxide are soluble.
Yeah. And then the equation, the symbolic equation. Here we need HCl and KOH. Good. Then here reagent, we want to produce a lead iodide from lead nitrate. So what we mix with lead nitrate to give a lead iodide? We have already lead nitrate. We want to prepare lead iodide. PbI2 we want to prepare, and we have already lead nitrate. So what reagent we need? So we can add a group 1 salt, like example.
Calcium iodide.
Calcium iodide or sodium iodide. Group 1, better mention group 1 salt. Why? Because group 1 salts are soluble. So if you mention sodium
Can we
iodide,
add hydroiodic acid?
hydroiodic acid can be added. Yeah. And then the ionic equation. So lead plus 2 iodide gives PbI2. So equation, yeah, that's right. And this is about the methods, the technique which we can use to prepare these salts.